All right, y'all, we are back with another NXT review. This time we're covering Roadblock. So I only caught these clips off of YouTube, so I'm going to be reviewing based off what I saw on these clips on YouTube. So the first match that we got of the evening was Fraxium, which is my favorite tag team right now, taking on the Hardy Boys, Matt and Jeff, for the TNA World Tag Team Championships. I gotta say, man, the Hardy Boys are looking refreshed. They look renewed. They really look like they have not missed a beat at all in this tag match. Jeff and Matt were on point, and I really liked this match. It was a good, fast-paced, steady type of flow to this match. As always, Fraxium is on their game. They continually show out. They continually put on the better tag team matches. Of course, the Hardy Boys retain after Matt hitting a twist of fate, and Jeff went to the swanton, hit a swanton, and got the win. And yeah, not a bad tag team match at all. And I thought these two teams worked very well together. And I really liked the Phoenix Splash from Nathan Fraser and their little combo tag team finisher. I forget what you call it, but it looked pretty cool and nasty. And I'm just very impressed though with Matt and Jeff. I mean, these guys have really came a long way, and in terms of recovering, getting themselves back in the game, getting themselves back in decent shape. This run with Matt and Jeff, to me, is going to be their better nostalgic run. This will be better than their previous one from 5-6 years ago. So moving on, we get a montage of legends, basically verbally putting over the new crop of talent like Undertaker, talking to Obafemi, telling him to defend your yard. He's been watching Obafemi, kind of giving him that nod of approval. The same thing with Mickie James to Jada Parker. She was giving her that nod of approval as well. So that was pretty cool. So then we go into our second match, which is Jordynne Grace taking on Roxanne Perez, the Prodigy. This match was not very long, but did not need to. I thought this match delivered. I thought both women did their thing. Roxanne was pretty much working the leg or the knee of Jordynne Grace the entire time. And Jordynne Grace, she hit her elbow lariat. She hit a hurricane into a California roll pump handle slam, and then hit the Juggernaut driver, which is her finisher, and then she gets the pinfall. So nice showing by these two ladies. This is definitely Roxanne Perez's last match in NXT because she's main roster ready, and she's bypassed NXT at this point. She don't need to be there no more. I expect Jordynne Grace to be on the fast track to either the North American Women's Championship or the NXT Women's title. It's pretty interesting because you don't really know who's going to really break out in the women's division, who's going to win what title, because there's so many talented females right now. So the division is pretty stacked. So we have to wait and see. Next, my favorite match of the night is Moose and Obafemi. This right here was a powerhouse heavyweight battle of the Titans. Two Nigerian kings swinging for the fences, going at it. They put on one hell of a match, man. And, the feeling that I got in this match, it reminded me of the old NXT takeovers from back when Triple H was the head honcho of NXT, and he was running that whole system in the mid 2010s. I got that same feeling, that same takeover feeling. The excitement, the urgency, the unpredictability. And I got that feeling with all the matches from start to finish. Right? And this match was no different. Both these guys worked very well together. I want to see more matches from them. I had looked in the comment section. I had seen a comment by someone saying this was better than the Brock and Bobby match. And I said to myself, you know what? It definitely is. This definitely was better than Brock and Bobby, because Brock and Bobby was supposed to be that type of match, and it never really came to fruition. That match in itself under-delivered. This match right here was built up for what it was supposed to be, and it delivered. I loved the military press slam that Oba gave to Moose outside. Like, he tossed him outside the ring. Like, he military press slammed out the ring. I thought that was cool. Moose hitting the Uranagi on Moose on the announce table. The announce table broke. That was a pretty gnarly spot. And Oba would get the win by pinfall with the power bomb, the fall for grace, to retain the NXT championship. It's a very good match by these two guys. Next, we get All Ego Ethan Page taking on young OG Javon Evans in a street fight. In this match, this feud has been going on for months. It's been brewing, and all I can say is this match was intense. The 3 minutes I saw of it on YouTube, the clip, these two guys went out there and just beat each other up. Of course, this match was not as good as the unsanctioned match that we saw from Sammy and Kevin, but for their feud, for the standard in NXT right now, it was pretty good. I like Javon Evans, his ability to really turn up the heat and get intense when he needs to. See, he's not just your typical high flyer. He can go out there and turn that switch and really get aggressive and gritty when he needs to. And so you love to see it, Ethan Page, to me, is main roster ready. I think he's bypassed NXT. I think he has a place on either Raw or SmackDown. He really brought the best out of Javon Evans in this feud. The best spot of the match to me, Ethan Page was power slamming him through the table, and then I think he threw him onto a pile of chairs standing up. That was, that looked pretty. That looked pretty rough right there. That was a rough spot. And then to finish the match, Javon hits a chair-assisted springboard ace crusher, the springboard cutter, and got the win. So very intense match. What a way to, kind of end and cap off that feud. And now we move on. So we get the main event. We get Julia versus Stephanie Vaquer. And, it's a double title match, winner take all type of situation. I can confirm that Julia was hurt going into this match, and, she's dealing with an injury. So I think the result kind of spoke for itself as to, and I'm pretty sure this match was supposed to happen at Stand and Deliver, right? These two women work so well together, and it reminded me of the greatness of the women's division from NXT Black and Gold. Those two women definitely brought back that vibe. And not that it has been missing, but it's like you need more experienced women in NXT to really fill the gap between, you know, the more experienced female workers and the less experienced female workers that still need time, but they're definitely getting over with their character work. But Julie and Stephanie Baker have the most experience, so they deserve their main event spot. So Stephanie Baker, she goes over with the what's her finisher? With the SBB, and she hits it 3 times. And then after the third time, she gets the win. She's a new NXT Women's Champion and retains her North American title. And so she celebrates while the confetti rains down. That ends off NXT Roadblock from New York, Madison Square Garden, the Mecca. And from start to finish, this show was looking pretty good. And I thought every match delivered. And everyone put on a show. And New York is always a good crowd anyway for a wrestling event. So they never disappoint when it comes to their excitement. But this really felt like the NXT takeovers of old. And I hope we get back to those takeover type of feels and, that type of show that we used to get with Triple H running things. So that being said, I got to give this show a solid 8.5 out of 10. It really entertained me. I like these matches. These matches were really good and good result. So with that being said, thank y'all for watching. It's Rational Wrestling. Mark, like, share, subscribe, and peace.